Welcome to Outliers interview with CS. Sorry, we had some problem just now, so we couldn't go Facebook Live, so we have to post you the Zoom link. So you can hear me loud and clear. Can you just type in 777 777 into the chat group? Thank you. Hi, Selena. Hi, Ivan. Okay, I see many familiar faces. Hi, Eddie. Eat. Hello. Okay, we're gonna start in about 2 minutes time. Okay, let's wait for more people to join. In the meantime, by the way, I'm Paul. If you are new to Ultimate Investing, I'm one of the co-founder for Ultimate Investing. My name is Paul, and I'll be conducting the interview with CS. Okay, can you just type in one word to describe how you're feeling today? One word, one word. Can you type in one word to describe how you are feeling today? Can you all hear me? Nobody's typing anything. Eddie's feeling awesome. Celine is feeling full. Bowen type in Nokia. What's happening with Nokia? Okay. Any other? Oh, some is feeling what? Okay, interesting. What else? What else? How are you guys feeling? Okay, so let's get the session started. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to another session of UI Outliers interview. This is Paul Chan, co-founder of Ultimate Investing, as your host. So for those who are new, can I just know who has not attended our course and you are new to Ultimate Investing? Can you just type in 888 into the chat group? 888 into the chat group. If you are one of our students or our insider, can you just type in 333 333? Okay, I see many 333s. Those who are new, don't be shy, type in 888 so that I know that you are not familiar with us. So allow me to share a little bit of ourselves. If you're new to Ultimate Investing, so Ultimate Investing actually combines fundamental technical analysis using our FATA option strategies to allow investors to gain an unfair advantage. Okay, so today we are actually happy to have CS, one of our students, and also actually one of our coach, to share with us on this on his investing journey. So CS is known in our community as the man with the golden touch. So how many of you wants to learn from CS? Can you just type in 333 333? Okay, you can see that the response has been overwhelming. Okay, so CS works as a project consultant while he is not trading. So before we get CS online, can we have a round of applause? Can you just type in clap for CS? Then we will welcome CS online. Let's see 10 claps before we get CS to be online. Okay. Three more. Okay, thank you so much. So CS, can you show yourself, CS?
Yeah, hello, hi.
Okay, hi. So thanks, CS, for accepting our interview with Outliers. So CS, how are you feeling today? How have your day
Uh,
been?
Pretty good. I think just now I think Bowen was talking about Nokia. Yeah, I think we'll be sharing that in the insiders for quite some time. So today finally it shows some results. Yeah. So pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. So CS mine is all about stock. He basically don't need to work. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So would you like to share about yourself? What do you work as, and maybe what do you enjoy doing?
Actually I work as a project consultant like I mentioned just now. So I do scheduling and data analysis lah for the project itself. So what do I enjoy? I like to do I like to read on investing, like some theories and all that. So I do like basketball, NBA. Yeah, that's one of my favorite sports. I like to watch the game. Yeah, so one of my favorite players is actually LeBron James. Yeah.
Okay. I think there's another hobby that you actually miss out.
Another hobby. Oh yeah. That is actually not a very good hobby, which is actually mahjong. I like to play mahjong a lot. Yeah.
Okay, actually, may not be bad. Okay, it can be good and can be bad. So it depends.
Yeah.
So maybe CS what prompts you to actually start investing?
Okay. Actually, for me, it started like I put my money with a friend. So when he bought the stock, then the stock actually went up. That was actually my first profitable stock. Then when he made money, I don't know how it made money. So when I made like 2 or 3 times during that time, so I don't know if I should exit or should I continue in the position itself. So it prompted me to like I need to know where my money is and how do I handle my money. That's why I started that I need to learn about more about investment before I put my money in the market.
So when was that? When was that? How many years ago?
Oh, I think
You
that
did
was
this?
in 2015, if I'm not wrong. 2014, 2015. Yeah.
Okay, 2015. So 2015 is not that far away. It's about 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so you are a relative. I wouldn't say you are very seasoned, but you are like somewhere in the middle. I mean, with some fair bit of experience.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, okay. So before you joined Ultimate Investing, right? You actually attended some other courses. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think I have joined some courses like Value Investing College. Then after that, I've joined Options Mastery Program (OMP). So I think I joined those in 2016, 2017. So it's a little bit VIC is actually about fundamentals. The OMP is about actually how you use options to do your trades in the market itself. Yeah.
Okay, so actually you already know about value investing and also options. So what makes you join Ultimate Investing? I'm just curious.
Okay, because for yeah, you can see the person there waving. So actually, Bowen is my friend. So since I was in VIC, he actually taught me a lot lah. So when he started Ultimate Investing, I was like, why not just support him? Then I joined the course itself. But after that, I found out that actually, uh, after joining UI, right, what I've actually learned from the previous two courses, actually I actually like combine them into a strategy itself. So yeah, and on top of that, you have like exit and entry strategy. So in a way, I'm also gaining from joining courses, learning, because I do believe that learning never stops for anyone, no matter what your age and all that. It's better to be a sponge to learn all the things or absorb all the things that you can. Yeah.
Okay, so you are like a cost junkie. Am I right to say that?
If you want to put, I have the Singapore trade lah, kiasu lah. I like to learn everything lah.
Okay, okay.
Kiasu, kiasu.
I see, I see. So after joining Ultimate Investing, right? After a few months, you actually shared with us that you have a result. So this is the page on our PowerPoint. So you actually shared that you did 450% ROI in just 2 months. Was
Yeah.
this result something exceptional for you? I mean, previously, did you achieve such results?
Previously, I did not have such results. The 450, I think, was the first time I did it for in 2 months, just 2 months, 450%. I think at that point, I will say that after joining UI, because I also joined the insider lah, so we also had a portfolio review by I think Ivan, one of the founder as well. I think he's actually really good at spotting your bad habits when you trade lah. So he's quite spot on, and once he spot the bad habit, right, all you need to do is just correct the bad habit. Yeah.
Okay, so without maybe diverging too much about UI strategy, in what sense have UI's teaching enable you to achieve this 450 ROI? Just some general principles maybe for people who are new in this. Yeah.
Okay, because my investing journey is not just about the glory lah. So I have also my bad days. I have once like lost 80% of my portfolio. Then I came right now I'm actually I came to balance up my portfolio, break even, and after that I have a 450% increase in the portfolio. So I think what UI emphasizes here is that just stick to the basics. Yeah, get your foundation well. So once you have your foundation, then no matter what kind of situation that hits you, right, just go back to basics. Yeah. So the basics will never give you the wrong direction. I would say that. Yeah.
Okay, so besides going back to basics, is there one thing that you think that makes you successful in these 2 months? If you have to attribute it to one thing, is there anything like that?
Um, I think was the guidance. There are some because for the 30-day challenge usually is done by insiders. So during insiding we had some like hand holding. So during the hand holding, like the trainers also go through with us the fundamentals, everything. So we also try to spot opportunity within the community itself. So I think the community also plays a part in opportunity spotted for me to have this kind of results because the more people who spot opportunities, then the more opportunities you actually have identified for yourself.
So you mentioned you're in the insider, so there is a group coaching and you have
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
matchmate together to spot for good results and share these results together.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I think the community is a very important part.
Okay, interesting. So actually after having such good results, right, you have been eyeballed by the coaches, by the trainers, and actually you become a coach. Can you share with us a bit about why do you take up the role as a coach? I mean, because you're not paid. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think part of the reason is because uh, when I started out lah, I think I've known Bowen through like RB. So when I started out, he also like taught me the knowledge and all that without asking for anything in return lah. So I think that now that maybe I have some like a little bit of results, I do have my own insights and that maybe I can share my own findings or learnings with other people so that they can have some results in the investment journey itself.
Okay, interesting. I think all the audience are quite interested to look at some of your successful trades that you have done. So let's look at some of them. Or this picture very powerful. So you show
Yeah,
your mahjong. This is what they call 13幺 in mahjong, right? So this
yeah,
is
correct.
ultimate cards you can get, ultimate tiles you can get.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but let's focus on this. This is a portfolio that you shared with us previously. So this dated 3rd September, I think is last year.
Yeah, last year September, correct.
Okay, last year September. So wow, you all can see. Can you just type in the percentage? What is the highest percentage that you can see in terms of the profit and loss? What is the highest percentage that you can see in terms of the profit or loss by CS? 1175. I guess everybody wants to know what stock is that, right? You all can take a guess what stock is that by the stock price.
Yes.
Actually, right? Not many stocks at this price, right?
Yeah, I think I
Oh,
remember. I think I remember. I think later you have the answer. Should
yeah.
have.
Actually, we all have the answer. Just see whether anybody want to guess or not. What stock is that? But never mind. Let's see. Okay, so the stock is actually Google. It's Google, and you have an insane 1,175%. Wow. Okay. Hey, good or not? If it's good, can you just type in 888 into the chat group? 888. Okay, so I think everybody wants to learn from CS how you get 1,175%. But let's go to something smaller first. Okay, from your portfolio here. Actually, this is not inside a portfolio, but this is another screenshot they show us. So this company, Disney. Maybe you can talk about when you buy Disney and how you achieve the 454%.
Okay. I forgot the time, but when I bought Disney, it was around $90 over.
Mm.
Yeah, at that point they haven't launched Disney Plus. So at that point they were talking about launching Disney Plus. So I went in the company with because looking at the company, they have like good fundamentals and all that, and Disney modes are very strong, based on their tangible assets and all that. So for me, I just buy Disney because of the fundamentals, and actually believe the company itself. And one of the main reason is that I want to visit like the Disneyland, getting sponsored by Disney lah. So that's the reason why I bought in Disney.
Wow. Profit at that time is 4,389 US dollar. I think enough to visit Disneyland. Yeah. If not for COVID, you have been there already.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, but okay, for those who are not with UI and stuff like that, so this I think is you did a buy call strategy for this,
Buy call, correct.
and it's probably quite a mid to long term call for this. Okay, to get 454%. Are you still holding this position?
No, actually I sold off Disney.
Okay, okay.
I have sold off Disney for quite some time. Yeah.
Okay, so that is the first stock. Let's look at another one. We go increasingly in terms of the percentage gain. Yeah, so you see CS portfolio is anything less than 100% not worth talking about. Okay, so the second one is this stock called JMIA, Jumia. I think a lot of people may not know what is Jumia. So maybe CS, you can briefly explain what is this company and how you come across it.
Okay, for Jumia, I think people know a lot about like Amazon. So Jumia is doing the same industry. It's like they are doing e-commerce business. So what they do is they are e-commerce for this country called South Africa. So they're actually a new startup. I think when I bought them, they just have a startup of like 2 years. So they actually serve the market in South Africa. Yeah, so
Oh,
that's basically their background. Then when I bought the stock, it was around $9, I believe. Yeah.
so you actually bought the stock or you buy the options?
This one is the options. Yeah, I bought options during when it was $9.
Oh, okay, so when it's $9, so this price here, the 56.96 is that time when you did this screenshot, the price, the price of the stock.
Yes,
So
correct.
actually by stock times from $9 to about 56, it has easily gone up by about um,
7 times, I
seven
think.
times. Yeah, but because you are using options, so your percentage gain is actually multiplied by another 5 to 10 times. So that's why
Yeah,
you have this 887%.
correct. Yes.
Correct. Okay. So for people who don't know what is options and stuff like that, right? It's basically a way for you to have um, I would say lower your risk and actually have a higher return. Okay. And this is what we do in ultimate investing. We teach people how to actually use options to their advantage. Okay. So Jumia, this company, right? Are you still holding?
Yeah, I'm still holding. Yeah,
Okay, so
because
you're still holding, but you're still holding the options for this.
correct. I'm still holding the options for this.
Okay, okay. So do you know what's the share price of it today? The
Right now I think it's at $30+.
so
So
it
yeah,
actually came down lah. Okay,
yeah, it actually came down.
okay. So one thing very interesting about Jumia is if you look at Jumia, right, in your portfolio here, when you took the screenshot at 3rd September, right, it was actually at negative 48%. Maybe you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, because when I bought into the company, then they had just released the results. So results weren't quite expected by the people in the market. So that's why there was a dip in the stock price. So it came down a little bit. That's why my options value came down as well. So, but even though the earnings weren't good, but the potential growth of the company was, to me, is much greater than the bad news they had lah. So that's why I chose to hold on to the company until when it reaches over $50. Yeah, even right to now as well.
Okay. So it seems that you are quite a mid to long term investor. You actually look into the fundamentals of the company and the potential of it, and then you actually, even though you are using options, but you're actually taking a mid to long term view of the stock.
Yes, correct.
Interesting. Okay, okay. So a lot of people have the impression that options traders or investor, right, actually go for very short term, but actually options can be used for long term also.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that for options to get the most out of it, right, it's actually more on mid to long term where you get the most value out of it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So for people who don't know, right? So options to do successfully, actually you look for mid to long term.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to another company. Like I say now 887%. So I don't know whether we'll move to Google. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yes, it's actually Google. So this is the screenshot that you have. Okay, I'm just looking at the percentage and I say this is the profit that you have, right? 13,800 is more than enough for you to do round trip to Google headquarter and travel around US.
I think so.
Okay. So yeah, maybe let's talk about this trade. How do you chance upon it? And what is the driver that makes you want to buy the call option of this Google?
Okay, because when comes to COVID, every company starts dropping. So I'm out there looking like for
So the
cheap.
time period for this is during COVID. No.
Yes, during COVID,
Oh, okay.
the big plunge, I would say.
So in March, everything just fall off the cliff.
Yeah, the March, April, May period.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so from there, I think Google has reached around $1,200.
Hmm.
So I look at Google. I believe they are still the market leader in advertising and all. So and during COVID, everybody like stay at home, right? So a lot of people they like to surf Facebook. They use Google to search for stuff and all that. So this actually create more like advertising opportunities for like e-commerce and all that. So that's where my idea came from. That actually Google might have a big increase in their revenue or even like profits. That's why, and given that the price is at 1,002, right? It's actually quite attractive to enter Google at that time.
I see. So actually, I hear what you're saying, right? Most of the time, you actually have an investment thesis that you form with the facts that you get from the internet and stuff like that. But do you also use technical analysis for your entries?
Yeah, I do use technical analysis where usually I like to use like support and resistance.
Okay.
So once the prices reach the support levels, I will tend to enter them. But still I have to weigh that what kind of growth potential that this company actually has. So most of my ideas usually come from like daily habits lah. Like I like to observe people, like what people like to do, or even myself, I usually do. Like during COVID, I always use my phone to see Facebook, Instagram, and all that. So all this some sort like from your trading ideas and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So hey, we have a question from Luis. Luis, not sure whether Luis, you're probably not one of our UI grad, but okay. So Luis is asking what time frame do you use to buy calls for companies, and how many percentage of your capital do you allocate for each trade? CS, you want to just talk a bit about it? Yeah.
Okay, for the time frame itself, usually depends. If for mid to long term, I'll usually use like 6 months to a year. Yeah.
Okay.
So for short terms, I usually do 3 months and above. Yeah.
Okay. Short term 3 months and above, then mid to long term is 6 months to a year lah.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. And how many percentage of your capital? It's okay. You can say what our UI
Oh.
strategy is okay.
Okay. Usually, it depends. Because for some of the strategies, option strategies that I'm using, usually I'll do like 5%.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually UI strategy is anything between 5 to 10% depending on which strategy you are using. Okay. So that's that answer Louis' question. Paley, hi. Paley is one of our students. So Paley is
Really.
asking, during this mid to long term buy call period, do you monitor your position frequently? Paley, how frequent do you mean frequently? For CS, maybe every day is not considered frequent. I don't know, or just set the stop loss reminder before actual expiry. So yeah, I think Paley is asking what's your habit to monitor the market and also whether you use stop loss. Yeah.
For me, I don't I don't really like monitor very closely. Like once I enter like a long-term trade, most probably every 9:30 or 10, I just open up my app. So I just look at like 9:30, I'll open up once, then I'll see how the price opens. Then like 10 o'clock, I open once again. I'll see where the price is. So it gives you a sense of how the market is actually moving. Like, is it more bearish or more bullish? Then from then afterwards, if my position is a long term, then I'll just watch TV already lah after that. Yeah.
Okay. So quite chill. You're quite a chill investor.
Yeah, but
Is
before
this
that, you still have to do
trading?
your homework before that, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you have already achieved the
Zen mode.
status of being quite zen mode. Okay.
Yeah.
So Paley is pretty new. So hopefully you also achieve the zen mode soon. Okay, so let's look at probably the last counter here we have. And I think this counter, for those in the community, right, you know that CS love this company, okay? It's none other than the China company called NIO. So maybe for the benefit of people who don't know NIO, CS, maybe you can just give a 3-minute quick introduction about NIO and why do you think it's good?
Okay, I think this company is actually the Tesla of China. So they do also EVs. So why do I think they are good? I mean, their cars run further than Tesla. I'm not saying that Tesla is not good. It's just that I think each in their own league. What I like about Neo is that they always do have their customer or community as their first basis. Even the things they do, like the battery swapping they do. Yeah. Just imagine that you have a car owner of just Neo and you happen to buy the first model of the car of what the company is, right? So Tesla comes out with a lot new models. So if you want to buy the latest model, you have to buy a new car, which you need a lot of capital. But for Neo, if you want to enjoy the upgrades itself, right? You can just pay a subscription fee. You get a battery upgrade. You pay a subscription fee. You get a software update for your autonomous driving and all that. So even though that you're using the first version of the car, right? By paying a small amount of fee, you get to enjoy the later upgrades that they are coming up with. So I think that's a good selling point for Neo.
Okay, so for NIO, right? So you invested quite early, right? I mean, looking at the trade, you buy the stock at $2.24.
Correct. Yeah.
That was quite some time ago, is it?
I think 2019 December, if I'm not wrong.
2019. And the screenshot shows that it's at $41. I think currently the NIO price come down slightly a bit. Still
I
at
think
about sorry?
around the same. Yeah.
Oh, around the same. Okay, so okay. So you guys just look at his one position. He got 2,000 shares. So you just calculate lah. His capital is about 4,000 baht. So what is his portfolio worth of NIO? You all can do the calculation now. So it's quite impressive, or I should say very impressive actually. And the percentage is 1,742%. Okay.
If I bought it in options, it would be a lot more, I would say.
Yeah. So yeah, you didn't, why you didn't buy options for this? Is there
yeah, because at that point of time, I think for Neo, they have the potential, but their financial is not really like stable. So I do know that they need the time. They need the time to grow lah. So for options, usually they have the maximum is only up to 2 years. So I don't want to put a time limit to myself. So that's why I bought the stocks.
okay, so it's something that you really believe in it, but you just want to hold it for long term.
Yeah, for up to 5 to 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. So looking at your various trades, right? It seems that so in UI, right, we have fundamental, we have TA, and also in options, a combination of all three. So maybe just very roughly, right, in terms of percentage, how much out of 100%, right? How much is FATA and options in your overall strategy? If you add all up to 100%, yeah.
Okay, if I just add options, right? I mean, options and stock is just two things, right? So if I just add options, I would just say Neo is the only stock position that I have lah.
Okay, so
The
most
rest
of the
are
time you actually buy option. But okay, let's say put it this way lah. Because we teach FA, TA, and options and in a combination. So think of these three as three ingredients lah. In terms of percentage wise, which one do you lean towards more towards and stuff? So give our audience a certain gauge of how do you approach investing.
I will put FA as 50,
Okay.
then TA maybe 30, then options 20.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
FA is 50. Okay. Surprisingly, it just because I'm the FA guy in ultimate investing. It
no
doesn't
lah.
make me happy. Right?
No,
Okay,
because
but actually,
I
I
think
see what you're saying because most of like all these trades that you make, um, massive gains, right? These are all quite solid companies, and you always have a investing thesis behind your trades. Yeah. So I can see that why you put FA as quite a high percentage of that.
because for me, I think I like to know what I'm buying. So I
Okay.
like to understand fully what the company is all about before I enter my position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can. So one more question is regarding how many days this is from Chelsea or CHC? Okay. How many days before expiry do you sell your buy call, even it is profitable?
Okay. Because once you understand how to use options, you can actually take profit along the way while continue to ride the wave. Yeah. So I think that's something that I have shared previously on our Insiders Monthly webinar. How do you take profit along the way while you continue to ride the wave? Do not exit the position itself. Then we continue to profit from the company that you have actually done so much research on. So we just ride the wave up, take profit along the way, and I wouldn't say I would only exit a position totally when I see signs of it. When I don't see, I mean, I don't see the company fundamentally strong. That's the signs that I usually will sell the company or exit totally lah. Yeah.
Okay, well, this sounds quite complicated. Okay, but I think this is why CS can actually perform. I mean, this is an outliers interview. So outliers means that he's actually different from most of the other people lah. Excel. So this is probably one of the reason why he's so good at what he's doing lah. Hey CS, can I check with you?
Mm,
You like to play mahjong, right?
yeah.
And you also like investing. Can you draw some parallels between mahjong and investing?
I think those who play mahjong before, you do know that once you start, you need a game plan. So when it comes to investing, you also do need a game plan before you throw your money into the market. I think this is actually quite where it runs parallel that you need a game plan for you to actually be the winner itself. Yeah.
Okay, so you always stick to your game plan. So regardless whether you're playing mahjong or you are doing investing. Actually,
Yep.
just ask how good are you in your mahjong? Actually,
Uh,
hard to gauge, right? Or do you
hard to
usually
gauge lah.
win money?
Small gains lah. I would say small gains. Yeah.
Yeah, but with the people that you play with, you usually win.
Yeah. Usually yes.
Oh, okay. So his mahjong level. And I'm not a mahjong player, so I don't know about that. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so for and people who are, especially people who are new, is there any questions to ask about CS, how he learned about investing and stuff? Please type into the chat group. And actually, right, I don't know whether would you guys like to pick his brain since now you got such a good investor here. What stocks is he currently looking at? If you are interested to do that, right, can you just type in 777 to pick CS brain on what stocks is he currently more interesting? Wow, I see a lot of 777 come on. Wow, okay. CS, maybe not just three lah, just three. I know your watch list. By the way, how big is your watch list?
Watch list. Well, I never count. So yeah. Yeah.
Easily in
So
the 50s.
yeah, around, I think more than that.
More than
hundreds
that.
of
Okay, okay.
100 over, yeah.
100 over stocks. Wow, okay,
Yeah.
100 over stocks.
I mean, it's accumulated over like this 5-6 years lah.
Okay,
So yeah.
okay. So and maybe okay, just at the moment off your head, just 3 stocks that you think is currently interesting that you take a further look or think has potential. Yeah.
Interesting. Let me think about it. Yeah.
By the way, this is not a investing advice. We just CS is just sharing his own personal experience. So this is not any investment advice. Yeah.
I think let me think about no such stock moment. I think for right now we are moving. As you can see, the trend is actually moving into the high tech lah. So what comes out of it is usually most probably people are looking at the technological stocks. But what supports these technological stocks itself is actually the hardware itself. That's where it all begins lah. So for me, I like to look at the semiconductor industry. I do believe that some semiconductor have not run yet. So I mean, if you are one of the safer players, you can actually look at TSMC. They have one of the most, wow, number one TSMC. They have one of the most numbers of biggest clients they have. Then another one is actually I would say NVIDIA. For NVIDIA itself, they have actually have they already build, they create or build chips for what we know as a graphics processor, GPU, but they do also produce chips for like your autonomous driving, which is the next thing coming up. And also they have also produced things for like your Internet of Things, your smart devices and all that. So they have actually quite okay. I would say that even NIO and Tesla is the client for NVIDIA. That's what they use for their autonomous driving. So you can actually know that NVIDIA is actually in a quite good position to grow. So one more maybe I will take a look at like it's more of like streaming. I would say Netflix, because if for the more expensive option is actually Netflix, because they do streaming. Even though you see Disney Plus is actually going up, but Netflix is still the market leader. This is one of the, they still hold about 50% of the demands on the market itself. Then one more streaming company is maybe I would say Huya. Huya is actually a China company. They do streaming for game platforms itself. So they are the number one in China. And recently they have just secured the number one streaming game in China, which is, they call it the League of Legends lah. So these are some of the stuff that I'm looking at right now.
Wow, I actually saw your portfolio and you also holding Huya previously
Yeah.
in your portfolio. Okay, interesting. Hey, CS, can I just check with you? I mean, you have a few China stocks. Are you worried that these companies will get delisted from the US stock exchange? Is that something that concerns you?
Yeah, I think that's one of my concerns. But for them to get delisted, I don't think it's so easy unless the company has like done like fraud or fake reporting of their financials and all that. Other than that, or anything that something to do with espionage or something with the China. So other than that, I don't think it's so easy for them to get delisted in the US market. So yeah.
Okay, so that's why all the companies that invest in, at least you know you have quite certain comfort level about what they do, what they're doing, they're legit, they're not a scam company and stuff like that.
That's why I put the FA as 50%. So you do really have to understand the company well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. That is. Any questions from the audience? You all have been very, very quiet. No question, I'll just randomly ask CS. CS, are you still available?
Available.
As in, what's your relation status?
Yeah, single.
Oh, still single. Oh, because you've been looking at too much stocks. So anybody got girlfriend, can recommend this. We call him the Midas touch of ultimate investing. Wow, this guy, very, very.
Yeah.
Has good
Bowen asking to introduce to him first.
no, I might introduce to CS first. Okay. Any questions from you guys? Are you guys learning? Are you guys learning? If you are learning, can you just type in 333 into the chat group if you are learning? And do ask some questions. We still have about 10 minutes into the interview. So do ask questions if you want to pick CS. By the way, CS is one of our coaches, so I think the insiders are pretty um, familiar with him. And you can see his background, right? He actually does CSI with one of our co-founder, Ivan. So CSI is actually our bi-monthly, right? Every
By
one two
yeah, bi-weekly lah,
by week,
bi-weekly.
so once every two weeks,
Yeah.
where we'll do like a 1 hour session about stocks, ideas, and stuff for the our UI community. So that's really interesting. Oh, really? No questions. I see most of people. Anybody has any questions for CS? I
Good.
think CS say if girl asks question, he will take it as priority. Ivan Law asked what to enter tonight, but you don't have priority because you're not girl. So Judy say that. What do you think of GMIA in the short term? So you answer Judy first.
Okay lah. We are like we emphasize on equality, so I answer Ivan Law first.
Wow, okay. Wow, respect.
So I went Thailand. What to enter tonight? Actually, I haven't like screened through the market, but I do believe I think Ivan is one of the insiders, right? I think yesterday we have gone through some of them. What to look in. So
Yeah,
most
like yesterday
probably,
CSI give 9 stocks, okay? 9 stocks in CSI.
yeah.
You never listen, right?
Most of the stocks actually that we have introduced, we have give is like they have recently plunged. So they are most of them are like quite at the support level itself. So I'm keeping an eye on them to see if there's a reversal before we take a position inside. Before I will take a position inside. So the 9 stocks that we have mentioned yesterday, yeah, you can just go and take a look at them.
Okay, actually, so you mentioned something which is quite unique for ultimate investing. We are actually looking at trends a lot.
Yeah.
So even though fundamentally this company is good, we will not buy when it's on a downtrend. So CS mentioned this thing called trend reversal. So we'll look for reversal and then we buy on the uptrend. So that will actually give us better ROI. Okay, so Judy's question.
What do I think of Jumia in the short term? I believe for Jumia itself, they serve the South Africa market, but their penetration into the market is not really a lot yet. But they do also have a lot of like e-commerce listing on their websites itself. So I think if I'm not wrong, they have over 700, over 1,000 listings there. So I think they do have the variety of e-commerce. It's just that knowing that South Africa is not that developed yet, so for them to penetrate the market takes time. So in the short term, I wouldn't see like a rocket thing. Maybe they'll start to grow they'll start to grow shortly. But I think one good thing about platform businesses is that users usually grow exponentially for platform businesses. So once the people in South Africa are more like there are more people using internet and all that and buying stuff over the internet, right? And the user starts to grow exponentially, you can see the stock prices also start to grow exponentially as well. Yeah.
Okay, so do you see that there's still quite a lot of potential for Jumia?
Yeah. That's why
Okay.
I'm still holding on to it.
Yeah, but Judy, so please do your own due diligence, make sure that you understand the company and stuff like that. Okay. Actually, one question, not investing lah, but let's say if you buy an electric vehicle lah, okay, let's say you buy an electric vehicle, don't care about the price. Will you buy a Tesla or will you buy a new?
Wow. And I don't buy it because Singapore not enough charging station.
Yeah, assuming that all the things already charging station enough, battery swap will be enough. It's just based on your which I just thinking which one will you buy, a Tesla or a new?
For me, I would choose to buy a Neo.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you support your investment decision, right?
No, because for me, once I buy, right, if I have to get a new model, I have to come up with a lot of capital, like I mentioned just now. So, but for Neo, once I buy already, I pay a upfront capital cash. So next time if I want my car to travel further, I just have to pay a more expensive subscription fee. Then I get a bigger battery pack so I can travel further. So I do not have to pay a lot of money upfront to get a new model or what.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in terms of the operating costs and upgrades and stuff like
The
that,
the
Neo is
future cost, like I would say, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I was reading a bit about China EV, and there are like 300, 300 companies that try to make EVs in China. Then in
Yep.
the end, now it's streamed down to maybe 5 or 6 players, but Neo is definitely one of the
Major
top
players, yeah.
players. Actually, for people, do you think that a Neo car is cheaper than Tesla or more expensive than Tesla? If you think that Tesla is more expensive, just type T. If you think Neo is more expensive, type N. Let's see what's the
Neo is more expensive.
only Celine type N. The rest okay,
T.
Han Quan say T, Pei Lin say T, Ivan say T. Okay. Others so quiet
When will
others,
you
Judy
sell?
still asking when you sell Tesla. Okay, Bowen buy Neo. Okay. Is that Bowen say Neo is more expensive? Based on your understanding, CS, which
Yeah.
is more expensive?
Actually, it depends lah. I mean, different
Really,
market.
top end versus top end.
You are talking about, like, let's just say, we don't count in the government subsidy.
Okay.
Okay. I would say for Neo is a little bit cheaper because usually when they compare to Tesla, right? They compare Tesla and Neo. If you just compare the base model itself, Neo cars can run further than Tesla Model 3. Yeah. So for the price you pay, is actually your car can perform better.
Okay lah. Now
Where
you're
yeah,
talking about value lah. I don't care about value. Just the price itself.
price.
So which one is more expensive?
Basic model Neo is more expensive, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so Neo is actually more premium. So this is something which we are quite mind blown. It's a China brand, but actually the price is marketed as a premium car and more expensive than a Tesla. So actually this
Mm,
is quite interesting. Quite
how about
interesting.
Xpeng?
Oh yeah, Xpeng, if you know anything about it. If not, it's okay.
Uh, no,
We don't
actually,
know
I have not read.
everything.
I have not read about them.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I
I
don't
do know
know.
that Xpeng they give false numbers on their delivery or something like that. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay,
Yeah,
but
because
mm,
I think they just rent the car out, but they put it as new sales, something along that line. Yeah.
oh, okay. Actually, I've been reading now. It's like China is very big in EVs, and actually, um, um, people like Huawei, Xiaomi are all going to. I won't say they'll make cars lah. They'll actually work with all these existing manufacturer and come out with collaborations. So they are going very fast. So it's gonna be very interesting. The China EVs, how they will perform in the next few years. Yeah, and actually one of the company, right, BYD, is actually being um, they call it ODM lah. That means basically Toyota is asking them to make a car for them,
Mhm.
and actually they will just put Toyota brand on it after doing all the QC and everything. So that is
Yeah.
how powerful China EV cars are. Yeah. So anyway, any last words on China EVs from UCS before we move on to another topic?
I think the opportunity is the market there is very big now because I think we have mentioned in the community before why electric vehicles are on the rise is because of this climate change issues and all that. And I think we've talked a lot about it in the community.
Yep.
And about climate change and all that. So uh, I think it's a long story, but long story short is that I think because of all this climate change and kind of countries have made their commitment, they're actually switching all their fuel powered vehicles to electric to meet the commitment they made for around it's the whole world's commitment, I would say. Yeah.
Okay.
So market, China being the biggest population, they have the biggest market there. So that's why you can see that Tesla and other European companies are trying to penetrate the China market.
Okay, interesting. So this is and it's also become a national thing because the China government is supporting the EVs. The US government is also supporting green energy and stuff. So it's like not only the companies, the government are behind them to actually support them. So
Yes,
this is
correct.
definitely going to be a growing trend.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So gonna move on to this your favorite quote. Okay, so
Okay.
I got this picture from your Facebook. I think it's quite interesting this picture because it goes with your quote, right? You say that maybe you want to explain your quote yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, for this quote, you manage your own time, saying no time is an excuse. Actually, this came from a friend of mine. I think this friend has been like quite harsh on me, but I think he's truthful and like sincere, and he's sincere about his words lah. So every time he tell me that you manage your own time. So like if you want to learn new things, then you often hear people saying that I have no time, I have no time, but you're the one that managing your own time. So saying no time is just an excuse for you to like, it's like just procrastination that you don't want to do it lah. Yeah. So if you want to do it, you can manage your own time and find time to do it. I mean, even like for investment, I started out like 30 minutes a day. Yeah, to do practice the skills, spot the support and resistance and all that. So I think 30 minutes time is in the night time. I think you can find 30 minutes easily. You can easily take out 30 minutes of your time to just do all this lah every night.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I choose this picture because I think your friend really tekan you, I say. So you see that you have been in push-up position in the picture.
I think this
Okay,
was like gate crashing for my friend's wedding. Yeah.
I see. Okay, so now if you guys are really learning, right, I just need your help is you all can go to our Ultimate Investing Facebook page and like our page, okay? Because some of you probably haven't been to our Ultimate Investing Facebook page, and we are actually also on Instagram. And also, this video supposed to be on Facebook Live, but because of some technical issues, we will actually put it on YouTube. So we also have a YouTube channel. So it's also on this page. You can see UI video subscribe. So or you just search for Ultimate Investing in YouTube. We now have about 60 over videos and it's growing. Okay. So one last thing. Okay, if you are interested in our Ultimate Investing programs, okay, so you can either message us on the Facebook page, using private message, and just type say I um I want to be like CS, okay, and then we'll provide you some information, or I even give you one another benefit. If you see this picture on the right hand side, right, okay, I actually put CS Facebook profile picture here already. So I already sought his permission. You all can actually private message CS, okay, and ask about the courses also. But he did
Yeah.
mention females preferred lah. But it's okay.
Yeah, but I think just do a little shout out is that if you're really interested to get started in investment, right? Like you just want to start, you can private message me. Maybe I can get you a little better deal. Yeah,
Oh,
because I
okay.
think we have a referral fee. So what if you use my name? So from that, we can get somewhere to help
Wow.
you if you really want to get started. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So CS will give a special offer now. So
yeah,
whoever is interested, please message CS. Okay, he's a very nice guy. I mean, I know him for about 1 year plus, and he's really very helpful and one of the most patient coach we have, and very knowledgeable but humble. Okay. So if you guys enjoy this, right, can you just type in thank you CS into the chat groups to show our appreciation to CS. Okay, and this, like I said, this one we will actually put it back on YouTube. So do check us on YouTube. And CS is actually very active in our community. So if you ever join our boot camps or as an insider, you actually hear and see a lot more from him. And I wish CS every success in his investment this year. I hope that you can break that 1,700% and go for 2,000%.
no, I want to break the community record.
Oh, what's the community record? I forgot already.
9,000%.
9,000%. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
You guys are super ambitious.
I
Okay,
want to break.
okay. I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for joining us. So thank you. Take care and trade safe. So
Thank
over
you.
and out from Ultimate Investing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.